Alright, in this video we're going to showcase our nested triggers. So we're going to start off in our idle state. We'll go down here to our trigger rollout. We have our plus sign here so we can add a trigger in. When we add one in, we can see that we've got our option to set the type of trigger that we can use. We have our arrows to move the triggers up and down inside of the execution order, and then the plus and the minus to add and remove additional triggers. Now, the nice new addition here is the nested trigger that you can see a green plus sign here. This is where we can add in additional triggers to check with. So let's start off with the beyond distance trigger, and we'll say a beyond distance of 5. And let's check against a within distance trigger. So we can check as long as they're beyond this distance and within this distance. So let's say a distance of 10. This gives us a range that the unit can be in of 5. So as long as this is true and this is true, then we're going to change the state to, and let's change it to a ranged attack. There we go. So let's go ahead and move back up, and we'll edit our ranged attack state. We'll scroll back down here. We've got our triggers in here. So let's just add in a trigger in here, and we'll say once it gets to this state, let's just set it to a timer. We'll do a timer trigger. If the timer counts down, we'll say let's say 3 seconds. Then we can change our state back to, let's just say, an idle, so we can test it out. Alright, so let's go back into our scene view, and we'll hit play. Alright, let's find our enemy unit. We move in, so we're within that distance. 1, 2, 3. He goes back to his state. Now if I go 5 into it, then he starts to attack. We'll move 10 outside. There we go. So in this way we're using a nested trigger, and we can check against multiple different trigger events for a great deal of flexibility. Great new feature for the AI behaviors. Hope you enjoy it.